I think we can start. So welcome to our today's webinar presentation of TecCom solution warranty and returns. With me is today my former team or my team colleague Daniel Sjögren, and he will be in the background and answer his questions or your questions. Daniel, maybe say hi.
Yeah, hello everybody. I'm Daniel. I'm in the sales at TecCom and I will be available to answer your question live in the chat today. Yeah, and now enjoy the presentation with Moritz.
So thanks, Daniel. Yeah, I will start not with a PowerPoint presentation. This is not my style. I will show you a little bit about the process. So for this, I created a Miro board. I really love this Miro board, and it's really good to see where we are, what we are doing. So the returns process. In the following presentation, I will always talk about returns and not warranty and returns, because we call it returns. It's a bit less bulky and a bit better to understand. So what are we doing? So we are in this supply chain. Every one of you is somewhere part of this supply chain. So either you are somewhere on the garage side, on the trader side, or even on the manufacturer side, supplier side. We have a normal goods flow between the garages ordering at the trader, either branch or directly at the trader. The trader either could get it somewhere else from a different trader or directly from a manufacturer. And the manufacturer, of course, has also some suppliers where they got their parts from. How is the return or the warranty flow in the moment? In the moment, the garage has, for example, an issue with a piece which is not working as it should. Therefore, they do create a claim. Mostly, and what we learned over the world is it paper. I would say over 90% is still paper. And they give the part and the piece of paper what they used to fill out to the trader. The trader then needs to identify what the garage wrote, because most of the time this piece of paper is really dirty. It's maybe a copy of a delivery note. Maybe there is an issue. The package is maybe broken, or it's not clear what it is or what the issue is. So they call the garage. Okay, what is the problem with this part? Most of the time, the problem description is broken. I would say in 80% of the cases. Then it comes to the trader. The trader will get in this little interview a bit more information from the garage, fills it out on a clean piece of paper, and then packs everything. This takes a while because you need to find the garage address, all the related sending documents, the bill, all this stuff. The better you educated the garages, the better is the information you get. But we all know the garages are really a bit like the kings. Therefore, they give you what they want and you have to fill it out. Next step is that you will send then this document with this part which is broken to the place where you bought it, either directly at the manufacturer, at a trader, or as a supplier, which is somewhere in between manufacturer and trader. The manufacturer then has the same problem. So they get information, maybe it's too less, maybe it's not exactly the way they want to have it, maybe they have their own system already, and they need to somehow handle this. So they store it, they place it somewhere in a shelf, they will take care of it when they have time, and then the communication starts to go backwards. So what happens directly with it? Yeah, I will ask the garage will answer, and so on and so on. In the end, when the manufacturer is deciding this claim, or decides this claim, the either positive or negative, they will give them a note, maybe by email or per call. The trader will get this improvement. Is it rejected or is it accepted? Then they will inform the garage and tell them, okay, we have here the issue solved. You will get your money. Everything is fine. Sometimes, I would say it's not so rare. There is a split between these two decisions because the garage, as I said, is sometimes the king. So I will always accept the issues of the garage, and this part or this issue will never go to the supplier or to the manufacturer. So the manufacturers will never know that this part was claimed because it is too small. Maybe it's just a €2 part. Maybe it is just a piece of something what he has no time. Maybe it lays there for weeks or months. I have a history from a trader, so I have a trader background. So I worked for 15 years in this business. So I know that there are really big mountains of parts with a lot of dust and dirt, and they are waiting there for being sent. And sometimes it can take a while. So the manufacturers have no clear, let's say, timeline of the issue, which happens here, and the solving what the manufacturers can do. And sometimes, as I said, they will never get this part. Therefore, we thought we need to help here somehow. Every of these places have their own issues with this process because it's an unwanted process. It's a part what I bought, I wanted to have it working, but it didn't work. So I'm a bit upset because the garage is fighting with me about the money. I have to fight with the manufacturer about this. The manufacturers have the issue that they don't want to upset their customers or the traders. So they have always, it's a really difficult negotiation process with these warranties. Okay, I think this is a good starting point. What you also can see in this process, we have always claim sender and claim receiver. In our case, every of these parties is either claim sender or claim receiver. If we, let's say, continue with this string, you will also have here that the manufacturer, for example, is the sender and the next part is the receiver. So you can extend this line here infinite, which is really important because we don't speak from trader or manufacturer in this case. We talk about sender and receiver. Everyone is both. The only exception is the garage because the garage is the place where it starts. So they only send claims, or they help claims to fill up the information from the what the trader branch started the claim with. You can see that we do forward claims. It's like a little bit like when you send an email. So you write an email, you send it to someone. This person received this email, it reads and can answer. This would be the decision. But sometimes, sometimes you forward this email, and in this case you will create from one email another one. It's not the same email because you can add things and you can remove things. It's exactly the same what we have here, which means in a first glance, what we do with our process, we fill up claims. Every party can add more information to a claim, and this claim in the end will have less work for every next station to be a full claim which is sent to the final position. But how does it work? I will switch over to our application. So this is the order manager. The order manager is a TecAlliance a product, TecCom product, which means this is the successor of the old TecLocal. So we had the TecLocal was a installed version of a piece of software which allowed the traders to order at their suppliers. Later, we developed here a really excellent piece of software. We moved it to the cloud to make it accessible everywhere. So you have a login, you can go in and you can order your parts everywhere. If you have to move your client or your PC somewhere else, you sit today in this place, you always log in and you have exactly your dashboard, your place where you work. If some of you don't know the order manager, but you know TecCom, this is a good sign that you work probably with an ERP integration. We are really known for our SAP integrations, and we are really known for our ERP integrations on the trader side. But we have keep always in mind, this is also here and it's always active. This means you have a login. So if you don't have this, go to ordermanager.TecAlliance.net, log yourself in. If you don't know how, the registration process will show you. When you enter this, you will see some menu points. So you see a request an order because this is the main ordering place where you do your orders. And you will see also warranty returns. Insights is, for example, a reports, a journal is like your history, what you have ordered, and transactions. Monitoring, you can administrate everything. This is what you don't see. This is only my thing. You see your account where you can set up your organization and get some upgrades for some features, what we have additionally in the order manager, but not part of today. And you get some help. If we jump to the warranty returns, because we said this is such an excellent place to put another new workflow, to give the customers the possibility to not just order parts. We want to give them the possibility to return parts, to go the whole logistic workflow with us, because you all trust in us that we invent the standard. We invented the standard for ordering. So now it's time to get into the new standard, the returns and warranty process. And I think now 15 minutes after I started, I come to the place where it's really start to work. I go back to my screen. In the order business, we only have these two parties, maybe these three parties. Maybe there's sometimes a supplier, but we don't have the garage in, and we don't have these external suppliers in. Therefore, we thought we need to connect these two because it's your purpose. You need these to have a 100% warranty workflow. For these 100%, we need to have the possibility to bring claims in every kind of way as it is possible. So we have different ways how to get claims into this system, not just with this button. So you can create a new claim. This would be the way how you do it today. So you create a claim, the workshop gave it to you, you create a claim, you send it to the supplier. The supplier does the same. So if I change here to supplier, you see it looks exactly the same. So if I would be now a manufacturer, I see exactly the same kind of, it's not the same, as a really similar view of this claim list. And how do we get these claims in? I change it back to the buyer. So we have one possibility I told you here. Another possibility is we have here in our settings the claim creation link. The claim creation link gives me the possibility to create a claim from outside the system, which means I can place one of these links to, for example, my website, to my eBay shop as a QR on the delivery note, in an email. I can print it as a QR on my trucks. And you can set up exactly which kind of warranties and which kind of returns you want to fulfill with this. I will come to this whole flow in a second. I just want to tell you the possibility first. So you need to think about, we have the possibility to go into Order Manager or to create a claim without being, let's say, take this one, without being inside of the Order Manager. So you see here, you are not in the Order Manager. You have the possibility to change your language. We have 27 languages available where you can change all these. So I change it back to English, and you see that this is possible. This allows me to roll out this tool to all of my traders or to all of my workshop at once with an email. I can put it to, as I said before, I can put it on a QR code and I can let the customer scan this with smartphone. With the smartphone, we always have the issue that all these things are not really responsive. But if you can see this, it's really well responsive. This means even with really thick thumbs, you can click these buttons and you can create here a really good benefit for your customers. It's your customer service what you will enhance here, because you do this only for your customers. So they can create a claim in a really, really easy way. And I show you the process and you will see it's exactly the same. So this is the process, how it looks from external view. So from here, claim creation link. And now I show you the way how it looks inside. And you will see it's exactly the same. I start a new claim. And this is how it looks. This is the only difference between these two, because here I start with the part and here I start with the receiver. I will ask, who's my receiver? Where do I want to send this claim? So we did everything here with questions. So who will receive this claim or these parts? So I will say, okay, I have a partner, and in this list are all my suppliers from my request and order business relations. So you all know these. Either you have your customers on the trader side or you have your suppliers on supplier side. You will see them here. In this case, I will create a claim towards TecTestLieferant, which means if he is in this list, he has a business relation to me, which means he will also be able to receive this claim in the order manager. But if I go to this list on the right side, sometimes, so for example, if I'm now a manufacturer, then it could be that I have a supplier which is not in the TecAlliance world. I hear this is possible, so there are companies outside of this out there which are not TecAlliance customers or partners. Therefore, we have the possibility with our receiver link to reach even these. So for example, I could create a claim towards IKEA. So if you have a place, a table, and you want to return this to IKEA, you can use our solution. If you think in, let's say, 3, 4, 5 months, you want to start to sell bicycles as well. A few of you do this already. You can use this solution for even here using the claim process of returns for doing the whole warranty process to them, even when they are not in TecAlliance. We hope in the future they will see the benefits of our solution and they will also jump in. This is one of our biggest advantages of Returns 4.0. So we created this address book. So because if you write in now here all the content, you can save this address to your address book. and later on you will see them here in this list. And this means you can, for example, use these kind of receivers, and you will see then that these customers will get an email with this claim, with all the content of the claim, and can decide even with this email your claim and receive everything what they need to decide this claim. So we have now seen the input and the output with non-TecAlliance customers. We want to focus on the TecAlliance customers. Here, it saves us the most of the time because they are already pre-filled. Everything is coming from our backend, from your business relations. We have already the customer numbers in. You don't need to fill out anything here. If I go to next, you will see, remember maybe, here we had the claim creation link, the questions, the same here. We decided here not to show categories. In the past, let's say Returns 2.0 was still, we had two buttons here. One was warranty and one was returns. And we saw that some customers has different namings for this. So therefore we decided to create here a flow selection. This flow selections gives us, looks for the first moment a little bit more complicated than two buttons. But if you, for example, call a warranty, not a warranty, maybe you call it technical reclamation, or you call a logistical reclamation or returns, then you might maybe not clear understand what that your customers, for example, the traders or the garages, they have only one view. And if you have 50, 60, 200, 300 different suppliers and everyone calls their process differently, they are getting confused. I promise you, they get absolutely confused. Therefore, these questions stay always the same. So therefore, we have here package broken, part is broken and didn't fit, and was fitted, delivered too late. I think you see directly which of these are warranties, and for example, we have some which are returns. With 4.0, we got also a new thing. This is the stock clearance. This is absolutely brand new. If you want to have more information about this, I will not show anything here today, but if you want to know anything about this, please get in contact to us because it's an absolutely interesting and really amazing possibility what you get here. We also have here the possibility to complain about too less or too many parts I got. I think nobody will complain about this, but this is something which is really often a case of a claim or complaint. I will go into detail today about this part. So this is a standard warranty case. So it doesn't work and it was fitted. So I can't properly reuse it. And there is an issue with the car, or there could be an issue with the car even. This is the biggest one. If I, for example, if you see here the wizard, we have here in the moment 3 remaining steps. If I take this one, we got suddenly 4 remaining steps because the vehicle gets in. And if I go back and, for example, take the warranty without a car, then you see the vehicle is here missing. So next step of the claim is that we have here a part search. Our colleagues from TecDoc in Cologne provided us here their great web service, which we are allowed to use in our solution, which makes it more familiar here in this product, that we have really the power of TecAlliance in a place. And we really can see that we have here a TecDoc web service behind. So all of you know these, either you are someone who's delivering data or somebody who's consuming data. So if you have, for example, an own web shop, then you will have the same web service what we use. So I just take something. I hope nobody is here from this company. We have selected it. So I entered here something, and you see we have an autofill, and we also can search here for EIN number, article by any number, whatever. So if you have a scanner on your PC, you can just scan this part. If you want to give a little bit more information, you can write it in. With returns 3.0, we already connected this part with our journal. So if you ordered this part at this receiver with TecCom, you will see here exactly all the related data. So you will see order date, delivery note number, and so on, delivery note, invoice number, everything what you have here, what came back with our reverse documents, you can directly add this to this list, because the returns will ask you, hey, we found this in this order. Do you want to return this part, or is this part from this warranty? You can do this also other way around. So from journal, you can create a warranty case directly with the part which you ordered in this time or in the past. So problem description, I think this is the most important field, but we never talk about it. So it's like always broken. In which condition does the problem appear? This is a typical field which you can hide or which you can make mandatory if you need it. So we have more possibilities here. We have the question about who detected the problem. So here it is, you see exactly a few possibilities. For example, if I take the workshop or technician, you will see here that we get another point. If I take the trader, you will not see anything, because it is really likely that you are the trader and you did cause this problem on your own side. So I take this one, and as the next part, I will upload some pictures. How do I upload pictures? I just take my smartphone, point to this QR code, open a page, take a photo, and I will make a picture of me. So I use this photo and I reload it. So this is me here in my home office. And this is a really, really nice possibility to bring the physical world into the digital world. So you have, just imagine, there is a really dirty working piece in front of you on your desk. You want to create a claim, so you make a picture. You want to make a digital claim, really important. You want to make a digital claim. You make a picture, you send it yourself by email, you send it yourself by cloud service or whatever. With our possibility here, you can make this picture, scan this QR code, upload this file, press on reload, and maybe Daniel is also doing it. Yes, somebody did here a picture of, what is it? Food. I want to have also some sweets. Oh, another one. Nice car.
No, I'm not, Moritz. I answer the
Okay,
question
then it's
in the chat.
someone in the world. So great, thank you. And you can see how easy it is. So someone scanned now this QR code and put it up some pictures. So I see another one. As you can see how quick this works, and from everywhere in the world. So we did this meeting today with focus of Europe, Africa, and the Americas. So this means these pictures could come from Brazil, from North America, or from Africa. So just imagine how easy it is. And another one. Nice to see you. Okay, I hope you enjoy this feature as me. So my developers did here a really amazing job. I think they are also here today. And I really want to say thank you to them, because everything cool what you see here inside, they did, and they developed, and we have a really, really good team to develop these crazy features. I will go next. We come to the vehicle section. Also here, thanks to TecDoc, we have the same possibility as TecDoc has in their background. So we have only here this little list. TecDoc has, I think the list is 3 times longer, but we always take only these search types which are needed. So if you come from Denmark and you want to have the Danish number plate search, get our product, start to use it. I promise you, we will unlock it. Because why do we don't unlock it directly? Because we pay for it. Normally, you have to pay for this service. In returns, we pay for it, and we let you take this service as you know it normal. So in Germany, we search for KBA number, and you save another 20, 30, 40 seconds to enter all this data here in these fields. You can modify them, and you have this saved now. Also Win search, manual search, Excel search, all this stuff what TecDoc has, we provide here. Another upload button here. Mileage is clear. We have some must-have fields like who fitted this part or who removed it. So we could, for example, directly identify who was the issue of this problem, and we can go next. Now we come to the section where the workshop, technician or end customer detail come in. We enter here all this information. We have also the fields for repair costs, labor costs, follow-up costs. Also here attachments for bills or receipts, what you would have from this follow-up costs or labor costs. If we come to the next page, you will see supplier or receiver individual details. What does it mean? If you send this, we send it to tech test supplier, and this supplier uses our solution. If the supplier is using our solution, he is able to put here individual questions. He could ask here everything, but we want to make this sure that this question comes only from this supplier. So we provide a standard solution, and here at this place, we show the specific solution, because there are suppliers with batteries, with rubber, with tires, with electricity parts, turbos, and so on. And every one of these has specific needs. And we can really go into these needs. In the beginning, you saw the flow, the claim type. We are also able to modify this flow according to the receiver, but we always will stay on our standard form. So everyone who is using our solution will always find himself back into a really, let's say, homey situation where he knows where all the buttons are. So there is no big change between suppliers, because one of the biggest issues what we have in our time is that all the big suppliers or receivers are able to or think customer centric, and they think, oh yeah, I think we need a new warranties return solution, because we want to do something good for our customer, because paperwork is not anymore up to date. So they invent, or they buy somewhere, maybe even from us, a warranty return solution. And as a trader, you have this issue that you have now 200, 400 different suppliers. And can you imagine what happens in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, maybe even now? How many logins do you have for all these pages? How many passwords do you have to save? How many different processes do they all have? Every of these processes is maybe even perfect, but the traders or the users of the solution, even the garages, if the garage have 4, 5, 6 different traders where they order the parts, they have 5, 4, 6, 7 different solutions where they have to give back the parts, where they have to adapt to all these different processes to give back these parts. We provide one solution for them, so you only have to cope with one of these solutions, and we provide it to all of them. Really important. So after I answer these difficult questions, I go to the next page and I finish the claim, which means I will have a final question. So for example, if your claim would be accepted, what do you want? A credit note, a free replacement, maybe there's a repair possibility, but normally I want to have a credit note or a replacement. But this is a wish. A receiver doesn't have to take care of this, but if he has the option of these two, I could ask. And if he has both options, he might give you his preferred option, or he will not ask you. So why not asking? And if he's asking you, it's a call. It's a call where he has to stay in line. You have to answer. You are on the phone. Therefore, we save time if you pre-answer this question. We also have the issue that sometimes some suppliers need to investigate the parts really deep. So to find a material defect, they need to know if they can destroy the part during their analysis. And if you don't say yes here, he will ask you again, and he will send you a form where you have to answer, yes, I want, it's okay for me that you destroy the part during this analysis. Therefore, we have just this little drop down, and it is enough to verify for the suppliers that this is okay, that they can destroy it. Customer comment, you can write here a novel if you want, and to tell the customer what you want to say, which you haven't said yet. We have some other fields, part send date after sending the part. We have the internal note, which is really interesting for you because you can get this information saved on the claim just for your company. So everything what you want to say about this claim will stay at this claim, but only visible for your organization. Then you will see the whole claim at once. Then I save the claim and I will print it out. So I take a sip. Here you see now a 2 PDF form. So this is a replacement of the handwritten paper claim what you have sent out till now. You would place this now to the part, to the dirty part on your desk. You put it into the box, close the box, and you will send this to your supplier normally. But first you keep it. What if the supplier is, for example, somewhere in, let's say, Portugal? So I don't speak Portuguese. I don't know if you can. Maybe here are some who can speak Portuguese, but I can't. So therefore, if I send a claim in English, it's quite okay. But for example, I'm from Germany, from Munich. So here are people who don't speak Germans, don't speak English so much. So they will not use our solution in English. We have 27 languages, as I said. So they will probably use the solution in German. So they will print out, like always, the form in the end in German. But if I send this now to Portugal and I print this, I could get the whole form in Portuguese language. So the guy in Portugal where I send it to knows exactly that this is a brand and this is article number. And if you want to learn Portuguese in the meantime, you can do this because we have all this stuff translated exactly from the language you know. So I think this is another really good solution. Thanks to Sviet here. Next super solution. We have the possibility of a chat. The chat was a bit, I didn't know that the chat is so high demand. But with our experiences now, after the last years, we see that the chat gets more and more in focus because we always have this thing that somebody goes into a holiday. So he sends a communication with an email, and this guy one day goes into holiday. He's crazy. So he goes to holiday and he's not here anymore. And if I want to know something about this claim, I have no idea what was the prerequisite of this. So I can totally see the whole communication between the supplier, the receiver, and the sender about this claim, which means this is not the chat to the supplier itself. This is a chat in this claim, whoever participates here. Really important. I have also the possibility to add here more attachments and to export the claim, and of course, in the end, to send this claim, which I do now. Next feature, the supplier, if he's working with our solution, is able to put here a text. This text should prevent the sending. You can write here everything what you want. You can put here football, soccer, football results. You can put here some advertisement, everything you want. But it's meant to give the customer a chance to do something before he's sending the claim, the parts physically to me, which means I could, for example, say, please wait for 5 working days until you send these parts to me, because maybe I can decide this claim with the pictures you added to the claim. I said pictures, which is not right, because we can upload videos, audios, PDFs, Excels, everything you want or you want to upload to better explain the claim. And we think in a world where we always talk about climate change and stuff like this, and saving costs and trying to optimize our processes, guys, we send old parts from A to B, and then after they decided good or bad, we send them back. This is absolutely nonsense. There are parts which are clearly always broken, or can be that they're broken. They are too cheap to send around. We have an issue that we have to store them. We have to unpack them. We have to touch them a few times until it comes to a desk, and this guy on the desk decides, yes, again, this part, I know he used this screwdriver and not this one, what we said. That's why it's broken. If he would send me a picture beforehand, I could tell this to him before, and we don't have to ship it for over 2,000 kilometers through Europe until we know this issue. So just this is something, only this little text can help you to prevent this unnecessary shipping of these parts, which saves you money and which saves really the environment. Think about it, please. So, and it's a really good marketing thing. If you tell you are green with this thing, you get green. So, next thing, I'm back at the claim list. So you see here that all the claims I create are in this claim list. Also the claim creation link claim, what we saw in the beginning, also the receiver link claim, which was sent out, what we saw here. We see here everything. We have two filters, inbox and outbound, which shows us the possibility to see only one direction, because in this claim list are both directions, all the claims which I got and all the claims which I sent. We have also the possibilities that we have here a history. Why is a history needed? So you see here all the changes I've made on this claim. I made this change. I changed the status from finished to sent at this date, at this time, and so on, which is really important because really in the beginning I said this solution here could be or is open at every of your traders. Every of your sales guys have this open and or could have it open, and to check if this part, what I need today night, tomorrow morning, express delivery is available. The same customer which I have on my headset, who asks me, hey, yeah, I ordered this part now, but can you remember last week I gave you a warranty piece? Can you tell me the state of it? In the past, it would be a really, really difficult thing, because now he has to get up, walk into the storage, find this one guy, this really somewhere in the last corner of the storage, who has this mountain of parts with dust on it, and he's maybe outside and smokes in the moment, or he's on holiday, and he needs to you need to find him first. Then he needs to go to his folder and to find out when was the part sent and what was in the meantime. Are there any status changes? We don't have this. He can sit on his at his desk. The customer is still on the call. He just goes to warranty returns. He's going to search for the customer, because it's really unlikely that this is a good thing. So you can set up, by the way, your claim list exactly like you want. So you find your sender, who sent me this claim, and you want to see this part, this claim with this one part. Yeah, so let's show me. Maybe I did already search for 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, we have this, and it was sent to this supplier. So you will find it really, really, really quick. So for example, take this CZH. So I got this claim, and I can tell him the progress is sent. Last date when this claim was touched is this date. So you can directly say to him, yeah, so it is in progress. If the supplier is working with our solution, you can even see if the claim was opened, if the claim is in work, if the claim has already some movement. Maybe there is already a decision. Then it would look like this. Could, for example, also take this all over here. So please, this is set up exactly like you want, and you have a lot of possibilities how to set this claim list up, because this is your major workspace. After I send this claim, I will change my direction. I will go into the receiver role. So now I'm the supplier, and I see here, oh, I have a new claim. A warranty claim, and I have a new message, and it's bold. I go in, I directly open the message. Okay, so somebody sent me hi, so hi back. Nice to see you. But what is here? What do I have here? Okay, I have a warranty claim. It's not decided yet. The sender is this one. I have a sender request. So he wants to have a credit note, and he wants, if refused, the parts back. Can I destroy the parts? Okay. The vehicle is a VW Golf 3, and the part was fit. Which was the part? Here's the part. Okay, I have the part. What is the problem? Broken. Okay, like always. I have an internal note. By the way, this is also really big. And I have a really cool feature here. It's called TecDoc validation. Again, our friends from TecDoc gave us here the possibility to use their web service in a way which was, I think, not used before. So we validate if this part, this car and this part are fitting together, which means in 1 second, I can see that this is a mismatch, that this part is not built to be inside of this car. If we don't know it, we show a question mark. If we know it, we show a green yes. If it is not, definitely not matching, then we show this. So it means it reduces the discussion to your sender of the claim massively, because you can directly say, okay, no, sorry, this is directly declined. I have not received the part yet because you just sent this, and I decline it because it's the wrong part for this car. I could say here in the remark something about it. I have here again some more descriptions, and in the end I can submit the decision. This would be easy, but I show you before we do this a little bit more. As I showed you, we have a chat. We have the possibility to give him even a standard report. We could tell him, for example, dear customer, if you build in a part which is not fitting to this car, we could, for example, you should learn better or check better TecDoc data when you buy these parts. Best regards, your supplier. If you save this, so by the way, these templates are adjustable, so we can add here everything what you want, and we can then make this possible that you can create here every of your reports. I know that a lot of you have standard reports in Excel, in Word, in things like this, but to have it in the application itself, which saves directly into the attachments, and you can see it then here, the report is already here. We can put here also your business paper. So it looks really like you typed this in 20 minutes down, and you want to provide the customer a really good report that he knows what was the issue, why you decided as you decided. We have here another button. We have here the possibility to request the part and release the label. So this is an addition, for example, to the text what we have seen before. Please wait 5 working days until you send the part. As an addition, we could write, we will give you a label to send the part to us. In this case, if you activate this possibility, then he will get a message with the system. You can print the shipping label now and send the part to us, because of course there are parts which we want to investigate, because we want to know how we can improve the quality of these parts. So what we else can do is forward. So I go back to this. I told you we can send a claim, we can receive a claim, and I promised you to show you how to forward a claim. And this takes now massive 10 seconds, okay? I press on this button and I want to forward this now to one of my suppliers. I just take everything which is already in the pictures. I can add more information here. I can give him different information. I can add information. I can add more information. I go next. I have maybe different answers to this question. And in the end, I press on send externally. Why externally? Because I took a name from the address book and not from the TecAlliance world. So he will receive an email, and this email looks exactly like this, but without order manager and without a few cool features, like having an own claim list or creating own claims. But we hope he will see that this feature, this solution is powerful enough that he also want to take part of it. But the main target group are you. And this is really important. So everything what we build here is for you. And I can say you because I mean, if you are a garage or if you are a trader or if you are a supplier, this solution is built for you, for all of you. And you don't need, really important, you don't need the other parts of the supply chain because all of these stations have amazing benefits. And the only thing what we would enhance with the connection is a tiny bit of communication. And I show you quickly how this is. So I send out this claim to the tech test supplier. He could, for example, say now, yeah, I don't want to have this, and then submit. But what if this supplier, even if he is TecAlliance, is not working with our solution? I switch back to the trader part. So if I'm a trader and I see now since a week that this is open, it's impending. He's not doing anything. So he's probably not working with this solution. Or the guy comes back from holiday and he sees in his post inbox from email that there is an email that this claim is accepted. Oh, cool. The claim is accepted. I go to manual status change, accept this, go to credit note, whatever he says to me. Maybe he said, yeah, you will receive a credit note and we accept you, let's say, 100 euro. Save. The credit note number is this. Okay. And the final amount we said was 100. Manual status change. Yes. And for me, the part is over. What happened? I changed the status to sender decided. So for me as a trader, this whole process now is finished because I got the information just in a different way. He called me or he sent me an email. But for me, I have the transparency. I have the easy claim creation. I have the linkage towards the workshops and so on. And even more. We have not just the claim creation link. We can set up, as I said before, the claim totally individually for all the claims which I receive. So I can set up the claim exactly like I want to have a claim to me. Then I will overjump a few of these and I have one of our most powerful things. We have our API. Our API is one of the delicious bits of our solution. With our API, you have the possibility to connect your own web shop, your own warranty solution. Maybe you used since 5 years a really modern, nice warranty solution, but you want to connect, nevertheless, other customers with our front end to your system. Or you want to connect all the receivers out there because your solution is maybe not able to send out claims via email or to connect to the TecAlliance world, or you want to use the claim creation link. All these things you are able to use if you use our API. You could give the customer an experience which is absolutely over, yeah, over the whole workflow. So you can I lost my way, I think. So the API is really a way to connect other systems. We also provide an SAP interface. So if you use already SAP, no problem. We can also adapt this. What else can I show you? Stock clearance, as I said, I will not show you today. And I think we are in time, kind of. And I want to say thank you to all of you. Daniel?
Thank you very much, and thank you for your question in the chat. If you have other questions, please contact us directly on the email. Thank you.
Do we have, so we have or we will send out after this day. 1 second, I have a final screen for PowerPoint. 1 second, need to show you. So if you want to get in contact with us, send an email to me. You see my email address here. You also will receive an email with further information about returns. And I hope, Daniel, could you answer all the questions in the chat?
Yes, more or less. If you have other question or stuff like that, we can make another meeting and can answer in detail the questions.
Okay. Then I say thank you to all of you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I got a little bit of your interest, and I hope I get an email from you, and I really hope to see you soon. And thanks to all of you. Thank you.